Hello and welcome. You are here watching Geek Space TV. I was just in the midst of retweeting the tweet that said that we went live. But did you notice today we went live early? What? We have pre-show music now, so you can come and chill out and get yourselves ready and watch the stream before we dive straight into the action. Which is not true because we're still gonna preamble. But that music was, like most all of our music for our theme songs, was created by Lizard Eats Flies. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure that I was not wrong. So you should check out Lizard Eats Flies, a wonderful community member who makes theme songs for most of our shows, and is just generally a very talented musician. And now we have pre-show music, which is really cool. So hello and welcome. If you are new here, you are watching Geek Space TV. I was like, what was that noise? And then I realized I have sirens playing in the background, and it was like a wolf howl. Oh God, what's happening? So you are watching Geek Space TV. We are a non-profit streaming studio based in the Seattle area, but today we are bringing aboard talent from the Seattle area and the not Seattle area to bring you another episode of Right Clique, a Dungeons & Dragons RPG with the best band of adventurers that you will ever find.
Yes.
We don't have to put band in quotes. It's a real band.
I think you're more of like a performance troupe than you are a band. or you're a band. You be you. Don't pout at me. If you would like to support this channel, there are a lot of ways that you can do that. One, you're already doing, which is being here, hanging out, being in chat, watching the stream. You can also tweet it out. Hosts are appreciated, auto hosts as well, and generally just like walking around being like, you should watch Geek Space TV. You should watch Geek Space TV, and spreading the good word. If you are able to do so, we do appreciate monetary support. You can donate to us directly through our donation link on Streamlabs. You can also support us over on Patreon. Regular monthly amounts are a really great way to just like set it and leave it. And we will read out all of the donation messages that come through during the first half and then during the second half after the break. I think that's all of my pre-show ambling. Next week we will be taking the week off from Right Click because Lauren's bad at looking at her calendar. But we will still have High School Royale on Wednesdays, as well as Behind the Screens also on Wednesday. And I think that's all of like the upcoming show stuff. So let's introduce our players. I'm going to start with the person to my below, which is PB.
Hi, I'm PB, and I am playing. Oh wait, did you want us to introduce ourselves or our characters or both? Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm
How
PB.
dare you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/pumpkinberry. I am playing Tad the Bloody, the overly optimistic and cheerful barbarian.
Overly optimistic. And it was just instructing me that you guys are not in the order that I see you in, so I'm going to describe based on what I see. Because,
Okay.
but that's okay, you know. I am the arbiter of these things. Whatever direction I say you are in, that's the direction you are in.
Wherever we are, there we are.
Let's go to my diagonal with Muppet Aphrodite.
Hi, I am Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite, on Twitter and Twitch and Instagram and all the things. And during the day, I am a software designer for a big company you might have heard of. And at night, I am a Pokemon trainer and Twitch streamer, amongst other things, and runner, which is why you didn't see me last week. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, what like small minor amount of running were you doing last week?
19.3 miles over 2 days, a 10K and a half marathon.
Crazy.
I did not used to be at all athletic, but Disney stuff motivates me to keep going to gym. Anyway, and you can catch me on Sundays at Muppet Aphrodite on Twitch, and I play Enora Quid, who is a halfling monk of the Shadow Persuasion, and is essentially a roadie / performance artist. Yeah, she's and she's never met a Quid she didn't like.
Very reasonable. And last
That's a
but
good way to
not
put it.
leastly, Megan.
Hi, I'm Megan. I am a psychologist out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and a therapeutic dungeon master. And I am also the GM for Clinical Role, and we are playing tomorrow. So if you're around tomorrow, come watch us. And I am playing Lyra, the ASMR bard from School of Glamour. Or ASMR.
Probably the most performer of the group, or at least
Yes.
like class-wise, the actual performing class. But I am your GM Random Tuesday, and I will be running us, or I guess DM, because this is a Dungeons to Master. That's how this works. And we'll be leading you through this adventure. So let's start with a quick recap of some of the events so far in the world of Right Clique. Right Clique is a band. They perform. They were hired to escort a woman named Elaine, a cleric who had some interesting information that she needed to get to her sister and their family, who are kind of like sort of keep the nobles in line in this area. The Right Clique very successfully got her part of the way there. They were briefly attacked by dire wolves, and they decided that it was a really good idea for them to like stop on this really important trip and get their dire wolf pelts tanned and turned into appropriate outerwear.
Obviously.
It's the most important thing.
Yeah, it was super important. It was gonna delay them by a couple of days. Elaine said, I kind of need some stuff delivered a little bit sooner, so she convinced Honora with some extra quid to more quickly take the documents that she needed the rest of the way there, with also some more stealth and subtlety. And that is what Honora has been successfully doing this entire time. Meanwhile, while they were staying in the village, they encountered another group of performers who were, we'll say mean, would be one way to describe them. Like characters out of Mean Girls. And they had some interesting conversations in which Tad bit one of their noses off. They tried to get them to stop performing, and then the Right Clique wasn't going to be able to perform because any key was going to be performing, and then essentially Right Clique decided to have their own quite epic performance in the middle of the town square, and any key showed up and used what turned out to be enchanted instruments to essentially lull the audience into whatever mood they so desired, which eventually became a fairly destructive mosh pit. That wrapped up. They won the Battle of the Bands, and
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, totally. Won.
what? They won with violence, but they did win.
We won.
And music.
And music, violent music.
It was a performance piece.
It was.
You know what they say about rock music. With that, they set out on the road. However, while they were about a day or so away, camping the night, it was getting late. They set up camp for the night near the town of Serloon, where they were headed to. And unfortunately, they were ambushed in the dark by mysterious strangers, one of which started dragging Elaine away, several others which were firing arrows at them from the cover of woods and darkness. And they, however, successfully subdued the individual who was dragging Elaine away. He is currently unconscious. But what they didn't see was another figure sneak up on Lulu, who was half-heartedly firing spells from her her bedroll, and drag her away into the darkness. So we will meet up with the remainder, Lyra and Tad. At this point, Honora, you have delivered, and you're just sort of chilling at the keep that belongs to Elaine's sister.
Probably sitting under a table again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Possibly enjoying your preferred beverage.
Yo, yes.
And so we will open in the woods with Tad and Lyra after Elaine has pointed out that Lulu is gone.
All right. Are the other two guys who were in the woods gone? They were taken care of, right?
As far as you can tell, they ran off.
All right.
So
But
you
we
have
still
an
have this guy.
unconscious figure in front of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I
Lulu
want
is
to sorry to go first, but I want to tie him up and we are going to interrogate him.
Yes, tie him up. I can
Yep.
wake him up.
Okay.
Yep.
You tie
Okay.
him up. As you're doing that, Elaine says, I can reach Honora if she's at my sister's already.
Do that.
Yes.
Need her back because
That would be wise.
Lulu right now.
And you see like Elaine like pulls a rock out of like her pouch, and just starts talking to it. Honora, at some point, like a servant will come up to you and like keeps peeking under tables, and they're like, is a Miss Quid around here?
I stick my hand up over the table.
Oh,
Like,
I have a Lady Elaine for you on the Rocky Talkie.
Rocky talkie.
of course you do. Thank you. I don't have any money to tip you, but thank you. I appreciate your service.
Celst.
The Cellstone. They're different brand names.
Hello?
Honora, did you make it to my sister's then?
Oh yes, everything was everything's fine. Everything's good. Only 2 small fires, but everything worked out well in the end.
And she got the documents.
Yes.
Oh,
Who
good.
cares about the documents? Lulu is missing. You see what happens when you split up the party?
Okay.
How did a dragon disappear?
She's a human-sized
Just
dragon.
Just get back here. Just
We
get
need
back
you.
here. We need you.
Okay. I will. I assume Elaine can give me some sort of description, like
She'll-
relative.
Alanis.
kind
Her
of
name
guide
is
you that-
Alanis now.
Yes. My sister should also be able to help you find me, and we'll kind of like be able to do a quick sort of tracking to find a person. She probably has like an object that they use to find each other with. And
Well, we made her get rid of all her stuff.
oh, that's right, you did.
Yeah,
I
we
think
did.
She tried to keep some of it. Slip some of it into her pockets. And she'll basically describe like they're on the main road, and like kind of at a camp slightly off of the road. At this
We're at the
point,
ambush
she'll also
point.
be like, "Look for the fire."
Oh,
Just
the
tell them we're at the
ambush
ambush
point.
point.
I will
There's-
be. I think I noticed. So I'll be right there.
There's some fire. Just yeah, okay.
There's some-
Oh, that should be easy to find.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sick of fire.
Behind you, there's smoke rising.
Does anyone need any beer?
Yes.
Great.
Yes. Lots of it.
You're on speaker stone.
So Honora will hang up the rock.
You skip it.
You
That's
say-
how you hang up. Yeah.
You flip it over.
You gotta like
Bring
it.
I'll bring it back and exchange it for a tankard or 2 to go and head towards the ambush point.
The ambush point. You hop on your pony and begin riding out of the road out of town. It's pretty dark. It's still kind of middle of the night. But up
Brr.
ahead, you see like some smoke rising and some trees that are sort of finished smoldering. Thankfully, it was later in the year and everything was still a little bit damp, so the entire forest did not catch on fire. But enough. There is enough flame that you're like, that was probably the ambush point. While Honora is riding towards you, are you going to try and wake him up immediately? Because it'll
also-
take her. It'll take her like if she rides hard, she can get there in like 4 or so hours.
Okay.
Oh man, no, we tie him up and we need to talk to him right away, I think. Yep.
Yeah.
hmm
But I will also use the light cantrip to light like a couple of things around just to kind of, since we're not trying to be hidden anymore.
Honora, as you're like riding hard and you just like crest over a hill, you just see these 2 beacons of light just like tearing up into the sky.
Must be showtime.
That's probably the spotlights she's used before.
Yeah.
You should use those spotlights on this guy that we're about to interrogate. Just like right next, nice and hot, so he can't see anything except for my bloody face.
I can do that. Also
Okay.
shine him right. Right.
How do
into
you
the-
wake him up?
I'm gonna slap him, obviously.
I could give him 4 hit points.
That'll wake him up. Is this healing word?
No, healing hands.
Okay. I always like healing words.
Can you
'cause I
do
wanna know how
can you
people
do healing hands but slap him with your healing hands? Can
Yeah,
you just be
I
like,
will smack him with a healing hand.
that's right. I love that. I love that. Wake up!
What? And then Tad, do you just slap him again for good measure?
Yes, oh yeah, absolutely.
Not realizing she's healing him.
Yeah. I like the slapping idea.
Ow! Except he's tied up. I'm awake.
Where's Lulu?
Who?
our friend, the dragon. Where's Lulu?
The Dragonborn. Why do you keep
You
going?
dragged her off.
I'm
Where
gonna,
is she?
I want to slap him again. I'm gonna slap him again.
Can you roll an intimidate for me?
Oh yes, yes I can.
Also, I can I be like kind of playing like a little bit of menacing music behind Tad to inspire her.
Yes, yes you can. You provide her menacing backup instrumentation. Tad, you may roll with advantage.
Okay, that's amazing. Also, I'm assuming I'm still covered in blood. So
Yeah.
okay.
There wasn't a ton of blood because you were mostly using your fists, but
That's
there's
true.
enough.
That's
There's
true.
Mud. It's
There's
dark
enough.
enough that the mud could look like blood. With the 13, you're fierce. Like you look like you could bite someone's nose off.
Yes, because I can.
Pulling that
You'll
one out.
bite your nose off.
Who's
Have no doubt.
Lulu? The Dragonborn?
Yes.
Why did you take her?
Where did you take her?
These are a lot of questions, and you're really not giving me time to answer in between any of them.
Where is Lulu?
You're talking over. Maybe I don't want to answer your questions.
Oh no, he didn't.
I'm
Oh.
gonna pull out my drumstick, and I'm gonna put it really close in his face. I'm gonna say, do you know what this is?
A stick?
This is my drumstick.
So you drum with it?
I do drum with it.
Where's your drum?
If you don't answer us, I'm gonna shove this somewhere and do some drumming somewhere else. That's right.
Another intimidate with advantage.
Oh yeah!
Nat 20. Like you hear it, there's a moment, and this silence just stretches between you as you press this drumstick to his face, and he just like, okay. I don't know why they would have taken her. Probably because we were supposed to get her, and he like motions over at Elaine. We were getting paid to bring her back. And they probably, honestly, if I know them, they're gonna try and use her as some sort of exchange hostage.
Interesting. Where did
kind
they
of
take her?
Bring Elaine and we'll give you your friend sort of situation.
That's not gonna happen. Where did they take her?
Yeah.
I can't guarantee where they would have taken her, but we were holed up in some caves near here.
Where? Like, give us directions close enough that we can get there.
As he does that, he just sort of looks at you and he's like, Yeah, so go straight 300 yards, make a left, and then when you see a pine cone, it's on your right-hand side.
He's totally full of poop.
He is, very much so.
I don't think I can give you verbal directions. Besides, you burnt half of the cues we would have used.
Do you know how to get back or not?
The fire.
Do you know how to get back or not?
Sure, yeah.
Think wisely, because either you're of use to us or you're not. Do you know how to get back?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I would like to whisper out of earshot.
Mhm.
Do you think that they will make an exchange, him for Lulu?
Maybe. Yeah,
I
they
don't-
might.
I don't think they will. I think they only care about Alanis.
Probably. We need to return her, but I bet we could. Do we want to just go in and like rescue Lulu, or do we want to like try to do this peacefully and like exchange some gold for her or something? I mean,
No. I'm not giving them gold for Lulu. Not only would Lulu hate that, but we can totally just rescue her.
I think
Also,
we can totally rescue her.
speaking of gold, I would like to turn back to our captive gentleman here, and I would like to say, did you get paid prior to this mission or after?
What's it to you?
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to kill you and steal all of your money, or if I'm going to split it with you when you help us get our friend back.
You're gonna split my money with you.
and everyone else's. I'm assuming you were all getting paid an even split, were you not?
I think I understand what you're getting at.
Yes.
We got some amount up front, as good adventurers always should, but the bulk of it will be paid when we deliver Elaine. And her documents.
Well, you missed that bus.
What?
All right, I'm gonna go back and whisper again. Do you think that we should just go in, murder everybody, take all of their money, and split it with this guy and ask him to help us? Or do you think he's gonna betray us?
I think he's probably gonna betray us, but I mean, we could give him a chance, give him a shot.
I think he speaks money. So
He probably does speak money.
maybe if we offer him everybody else's cut, then he'll help us out.
That might do. I mean, should we bring Elaine back to her people first so that she's all like safe and we don't have to worry about like protecting her?
It is only a 4-hour ride.
Yeah. I mean, I can also do the good. You're doing a very, very good job of the intimidating bad cop. I can
Thank
do
you.
the good cop.
Thank you. Okay, I like this idea.
So I can come in and be his friend and like try to get him to like trust us, right?
Okay. Do you want me to shove this up his nose?
You could try threatening to do that again. I don't think we should
Okay.
actually like hurt him unless like he really needs it. But I think right now he's being pretty nice.
Fine. Just say when, though.
I
You say the
definitely-
word, and I will shove this up his nose.
I have no doubt.
Okay.
He'll bite his nose off.
Oh, yes, that too. I don't know. His nose is kind of big.
Yeah.
Might be a
Really
little
probably-
difficult.
He doesn't look like he's bathed anytime recently. I mean, those any keys, they were at least clean.
Yeah, and her
Say
nose
what
was
you want
pretty
about them,
petite.
They were clean.
Fair. All right. So I think we should approach him with money. Okay.
I like this idea.
Okay. I will turn back to this guy. I'm sure he's amused watching us whisper amongst ourselves.
So, you're gonna offer me some money.
Yes. What's your name?
He rolled a 19 on his perception.
Oh, jeez. Yes, we are going to offer you
You
some
didn't
money.
quite catch all of it, but it was like you fluctuated enough. Simon Cooper.
Simon, I'm going to level with you, Simon. Here's the deal. There's no way you're getting those papers. They've already been delivered.
Fuck.
Yep. Okay, the only chance you have is trading with this girl over here, Elaine, as you call her. Her new name is Alanis.
What
That's
kind
your
of
only-
name is that?
Excuse you, it is a show name. It is a name fit for a goddess of the stage. Simon. Okay, now, your only chance is getting Elaine and trading her in, but I highly doubt that they're going to want to give you all of your earnings for just bringing in Elaine. Now, we can go in and we can get Lulu with or without your help. With your help, we will split all of the money that was given to your friends with you.
Simon.
Roll a persuasion.
Oh. Okay, please help. Oh fuck!
Oh no!
Oh my god!
I was gonna have Lyra come in and do a cast charm person on him.
Oh,
I accidentally
shit.
rolled 2 dice to see what his insight was gonna be.
Oh god, no.
Feel free to roll your charm for and I rolled 20s on both of them.
Oh my
So
god.
that's improbable. But
Well, at least he knows I'm being honest.
yeah, he believes you're being honest, but maybe doesn't necessarily trust you. Within range, make a wisdom saving throw and do so with advantage. If your companion you're not fighting fails.
Does this end well though? Because we don't want him to hate us after you charm him.
Oh, that's right. They know.
Yeah.
They do know that they've been charmed.
He will know he's
No
been
horse
charmed by you
problem.
after an hour.
Yeah. No, I don't want that one. I've had that one bite me in the ass before.
Yeah, let's not
I
do
always
that.
seem to forget that. That's the reason I deleted it on my other bard character.
Yeah, it's only good for people you're never gonna see again.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll deal with that warrant later.
Look, Simon, Have you ever? You've got the look of a stage performer about you.
Oh my God, please.
Have you ever considered a career on the stage?
No.
I could see you being part of a duo, more kind of a rootsy, down to earth kind of sound. You need another guy to sing with, though. You're definitely not. I'm sorry, like
I'm not a singer.
We're fabulous. No, you're the guitarist. I can tell. You're the musician.
Do you play any instruments, Simon?
As you ask him that question, he like looks a little. You think you see him blush a little bit in the darkness.
Simon, what do you
Like,
play?
No,
Tell us,
I
Simon.
haven't
Tell
played
us.
in a long time.
Okay, but tell us. I'm sure you're
Come on.
fabulous.
Play the bassoon.
Yes,
Oh, that's great.
Simon. It's perfect. You're doing a great job being interrogated, by the way.
You're surprisingly nice for interrogators, but I actually believe you would injure me with that drumstick significantly, and I don't really need extra holes in my body.
Oh, she totally would injure you with the drumstick.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's true.
It is true, but maybe not now that I know you play the bassoon. Would you play something for us, Simon?
He like looks down at his hog-tied hands. I'm like, sure.
I'll untie him.
Doesn't have a bassoon on him.
Can you magically summon one? I don't know how bards work.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you take a pan flute, he'll like,
Yeah.
you're like, this isn't, and he like fiddles around with it a little bit, and he's not bad. He like plays
Yeah.
like do, 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 do.
So is this
Better
when
than Atlantis?
Honora comes back? She comes back to the
Yeah, to the
with the choir,
interrogation, which
and
is
there's
so
like
fun.
a new band member just like casually playing.
I
the
think
bassoon.
so. I mean, it was probably a pretty long interrogation. You're riding hard. You're also small, so it's easier on the mount. And I guess my question would be, how long do you guys jam for?
Is there a possibility that we jam long enough to kind of like build camaraderie a little bit? Is that like if our intention is to play and like jam with him and kind of, can we do that for like an hour? I don't know, until she gets there.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
the other thing that would probably help is if you give him some health. So if you
yes.
let like Elaine heal him. And
Instead of slapping him.
instead of slapping him. So if your goal is to build some camaraderie, go ahead and just give me just charisma, and we'll kind of see how that goes.
Oh geez, Tad. Oh geez. Oh, hey,
15.
not bad.
All
right.
Yeah, you have a moment when he's like, at some point he'll be like, I'm like actively still bleeding from this wound here that you punch my kidneys with. Can the cleric and like Tad, you sort of bristle slightly but eventually let him. So yeah, Honora, you hear the sound of music drifting through the forest. The smoke is mostly subsided. There are still, how long does light last?
It's a cantrip, so I can just keep casting it.
Okay, so it like occasionally the lights go off and then just come back on. And you follow the lights, and eventually you ride
It lasts
into
an
a
hour.
clearing where you see Tad and Lyra playing with this fairly burly man. Like he is probably kind of, I'd say he's
Like
a little
3
bit
times my
shorter than-
size.
he's actually probably slightly shorter than average. He's only like 5'4", but he's wide. Like he's got broad shoulders, sort of like
We're the same height.
stocky arms. He is very much looks like someone who, like, he gave you his last name Cooper. He probably used to make barrels, and so can lashes bits of wood together. He's got some like healing bruises on the side of his face. All of his clothes are very like, definitely someone who's trying to blend in with the darkness in the woods. Like sort of rough, in contrast with the glitter.
Well, I didn't expect to find you all at rehearsal, but I'm going to assume that we have a new friend and not a foe or a fan. Hi, I'm Honora.
Nora!
Honora!
Lyra's gonna give her like just pick her up and big hug. Like,
Yes,
don't ever
I'm
leave
also gonna
again.
hug. Yeah.
Everything's
this is-
fine.
this is
I come
Simon.
bearing booze. Hi, Simon. Would you like a drink?
I'm good, but thank you.
Okay, meanwhile, Lulu's in trouble. So
Yes.
we could have a drink, but we should go get Lulu. Simon, are you ready?
Well, I thought we were gonna bring Alanis.
Oh, yes, that is a good
We
plan.
should go drop her off first, right?
She kind of looks at you and she's like, "Are you sure you'll survive?"
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, it's fine.
Decisions.
You can drop me off. I'm okay with that.
I mean,
But
Alanis,
then we'd have no cleric. We'd have
what
no
is
healer.
your loyalty and your what does your heart tell you? What would your god want you to do right now?
Oh, give me a persuasion. You playing the religion card with a cleric.
21.
Like she is about to say, I would say that my name isn't Alanis, and she sort of mumbles the last of it as you ask her this question. And just like, I ask if you'll be fine because I know that you are probably the next best healer in the group. She gestures at Lyra, and I would hate that you doing this job for me got your friend kidnapped and therefore might get her killed and might get any of you injured or killed without me there to help you. So while I would appreciate the safety and the comfort of my sister's home, I certainly wouldn't abandon you if you wanted the help.
The only reason why I would want to drop her off, I'm just going to go ahead and say this openly in front of her. The only reason why I would want to drop her off is so that they can't use her as a bargaining chip for Lulu.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That is smart. She says, a little bit surprised. Like, that's very smart. Also, you would be able to get your full pay from my sister, and you wouldn't theoretically be obligated to split any of it with me, which theoretically, if I was still part of your band, it would be immoral.
Stop talking.
Yeah, you're still performing with us at the festival, though, don't you?
I am.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously. And Simon.
Yeah.
Like,
Once in
we're
the
a whole
band
new
is
group.
always in the band.
Yeah. We're going to make a performer out of you yet, Alanis.
So maybe it's for the best if we return me to the city, to Serloon, and then you will take your new friend. She gestures. She is clearly uncomfortable by Simon. Your new friend. The
Our new
mercenary who
friend.
was hired to kidnap me.
Yes.
Oh. Thank you for the additional context, Alanis. That's helpful. But you know, it's good for every artist to have an interesting backstory.
Mm-hmm.
It'll make later profiles more interesting. I'm just gonna take a couple of notes. And Simon, and this is your first performing gig, yes?
Yeah, unless you count like recitals.
Oh, so you've had the bug from an early age. That's good. That's good. Everybody loves that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
A mercenary turned musician.
Heart
like
of gold
it.
thing. Yep.
Yep.
I like it. I like it so much.
Gotta follow your passions.
Yep. Okay. Oh man, I can't make this decision because if Lulu is injured and we fail trying to rescue Lulu because we didn't have a cleric.
Here's the other thing too: is I'm about a little over half tapped out with my magic,
Oh.
and I can't fly again until I rest for like sleep.
A full 8-hour rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would have recovered. You were at full when you went into the fight with the mercenaries. Simon will kind of look at you and say, I don't know if you have a good 8-hour sleep, but you definitely have some time. They're not.
All right.
They're going to wait and regroup and figure out what to do. They
All
won't
right.
kill her right away.
So
Plus, they'll
Lulu
probably
always
have
seemed-
some healing potions on them.
Lulu seemed pretty tough to me.
Yeah, she's pretty tough. I mean, she'll be okay. I am guessing that they won't kill her right away because they're going to want to bargain with us.
Right. Will they kill her once they know that she... Okay, you know what? Here's the plan. Alanis, we're going to drop you off. You have to still rehearse. Okay? We're going to see if we can get some...
I solemnly swear
Good.
that I will rehearse at least once.
Really?
By my God, yes.
There we go.
Oh,
That's all we needed. All right.
thanks.
All right, let's...
Thanks, Alanis. So yes, we'll drop you off, nice, safe, and sound. We'll maybe get some potions, and we'll get a bassoon for Simon.
Yes.
All right?
I love the sense of urgency this
Yeah.
group has. Lulu's in
right.
danger. We're gonna drop someone off. We're gonna find a bassoon. We're gonna go shopping.
We're gonna go. All right. Actually, what would be even better? Can you use your speaker stone to
Yeah.
get your sister to acquire a bassoon for us,
I
so
was
that we
just
can
thinking the
literally
same
just
thing, Kat.
arrive, drop you off, get our money, pick up the bassoon, and go?
Yes.
Elaine.
I will do my best. I don't know how many bassoon makers there are in Sairloon, but we'll come
All
up
we need
with
is one.
Please.
something similar. He's like, I can play the clarinet as well if you need, if that's all they have.
Oh, great. Double the options.
Yes.
And can you put in an order for some more glitter and poster paper because we ran out on the last gig?
Oh, no, we've got a bag of glitter.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have 2 bags of holding, one for underwear and one for glitter. They don't produce anything else,
Okay.
just glitter and
Just
underwear.
glitter. So just the poster board then would be lovely.
Yes.
Sure. Yes, we'll get you posted.
And healing potions. Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Perfect.
healing
Yeah.
potion.
Yeah, we need some of those.
That definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're not taking me, I will ensure that you have some healing potions.
Can I reach out to Alanis/Elaine, and can I just say, are you ready to go home?
She sighs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Onward!
I need my coconuts.
Okay. You ride back the city. It takes you a little bit of time. I think that will pass fairly uneventfully. Question. Do you
Yeah.
let Simon ride on Lulu's horse?
Well, I would assume yes. I feel like I trust him now. Stupid mistake, but
I want him like riding in the middle-ish, but
Okay.
and
Let him
not
have his own
your
horse.
lane. Yeah.
Yeah, Nora
But-
will ride in the back.
I'm assuming he's smart enough to realize that he's not going to get paid now because the documents aren't there. So, like, his best bet to get paid, and he's a mercenary, right? So, I'm gonna hope that his brain is on the gold.
Yep.
You also had a very good persuasion. So he
Gobbing
seems like you see a couple of moments where he kind of looks around. You sort of get that feeling like he's thinking things through. But after sort of you settle in for like the last hour, he seems to just have made the decision that he's not going to get paid because they don't have the documents, and he doesn't really care enough about the people that he was traveling with.
Yes.
He's
But he
like,
bonded
that's-
with us.
That's the best
Yeah.
way for him to get anything out of this.
Plus, he probably secretly really loves playing the bassoon, and he never wanted to be a mercenary. He was just good at it. I've written that story for him all in my head.
Actually, you would notice that he's missing a finger on his left hand.
Oh,
And you notice it when he was playing the pan flute. Like there was a little bit of like he tried, but he couldn't quite hit some of the notes properly.
please tell me nobody bit it off. Okay.
Don't know. Do you ask him?
I mean, yes. I want to ask him what happened, but in a very like bonding sort of way, not like an interrogation sort of way. Just- yeah, exactly. Like, what the? No. Just more just kind of like, can I just like look at his hand and then like look at him and go, what happened?
Oh, it's when I started coopering accident. Turns out metal can just slice that finger right off.
So you used to be a barrel maker?
Family, whole family of coopers. You know, it's the name. We coop the barrels.
What
It wasn't.
what made you turn to this?
Do you,
if you don't mind
have
me
any
asking.
idea what it's like to make barrels?
No, actually.
It sounds kind of boring.
I always
it
thought
is.
coopers kept hens in coops.
Those are different coopers.
Mind blown.
Different,
Two
yeah, different
categories.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah, that's my my uncle side of the family. My uncle, they keep the hens and we make the barrels.
I like Simon. I like
Did you ever put a hen in a barrel? Because that seems like some kind of synergy, like barrel delivery of hens.
I mean,
Hen in a barrel.
I guess you could. Why?
I mean, why not?
It's a hen in a barrel. I mean, that could be like a really kind of cool signpost or something. Or it could be like a sporting event.
Or it
where
could
you
be
have
like
the
a
barrel
game
up
where you try
high.
to put where you
Hen
try to
in
put
a
a bunch of
barrel.
hens in a barrel.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good name of a band.
Yeah.
It does.
Telling you need to find some other gents. You're a boy band type.
No, Simon stays with us.
I don't know. I'm feeling like he needs a partner like with a funny name. Like with a G or something. I don't know. Think
Yeah,
about it.
like Simon and Gouache.
Gherkin.
Simon and Gherkin.
Yep, that works. Simon and Gherkin. I like it.
So all we have to do is find you a bassoon and a man named Gherkin, and your music career is set.
Yeah, it is completely.
Look,
But you're welcome in this can be your starter gig. That's fine.
I kind of can't. And he sort of like looks down. He's like, I don't really play as well as I used to.
We'll fix
I didn't
that.
know that was a qualification. I did not know that was a requirement.
You have to play with passion, not exactly well.
Don't self-select yourself out of your dreams, Simon. You deserve your dreams. Other people, if they get in the way, that doesn't matter. They're just projecting their jealousy about your desire. Yeah.
Simon, you don't strike me as the type to let something stop you.
Sort of like sits up straight. Yeah. No, I don't have to give up on my dream.
That's right.
That's right.
You don't want to be a
I
barrel
can
maker? You don't have
steal-
to be a barrel maker.
I can steal the money. I'm not a barrel maker anymore, but I don't have to be a mercenary. I'll steal the money from those people I worked with. They were assholes anyway. I mean, we're all kind of it's fine. I'll steal it from them and I'll use that to form a band.
Exactly.
Go on a
Yes.
traveling
You don't
tour.
have to choose. You don't
I might
have
have
be
to kill
either
all of
or.
them.
That's
They'll
we'll
probably
help with
chase
that.
after me.
I'll help you with that. I won't let them
Slashing.
get you, Simon.
Slashing isn't just for fighting. Slashing is for occupations. You can be a mercenary / musician.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
make it work.
Dad, when you offer to kill them, he looks at you and he holds out a hand to do like a
Yep.
yeah.
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 I'd like
Yeah,
to
and then
bomb.
and then
I
when
would
you're talking
like to
about
do that. Yes. Yes.
Flashing,
Yes.
he's like, yeah. I like this.
Yes. Okay. I like this
You have an
plan.
epic high five.
We don't even have to roll for it, guys. It's an epic high five.
Epic high
Yes, 10
five
points
plus
of
2.
awesomeness.
10 awesome points.
Yes. Oh, it came through. You did roll for it. Epic high five. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, I made one.
So he seems at that point, as you've ridden and bonded, Elena's just shaking her head this whole time. She's like, I don't understand this group, but I like them. But do I? You seem to have convinced him both to follow his dreams and to steal all of the money from the people he was working with and to help you.
Yes.
So he no longer, after the little while, he doesn't seem like he has any inclination to bolt or run.
Yes.
And actually a lot of, later on, a lot of his seems to be more just kind of trying to take stock and pay attention to what's going on around him.
Amazing.
As if he may be worried that there are people with bows and arrows in the woods.
Oh, gee. Go
Go
figure.
right over to Elaine at some point and be like, "You're getting to your sisters."
Yeah, how do you do this? How do you have competence? Despite your overwhelming chaotic energy. It's just very different than what I'm used to.
When you're trying not to be noticed, you can either fly under the radar and try not to get noticed, which is extraordinarily suspicious, or just be so memorable people dismiss you and think there's no way that could be the person they're looking for.
So you just look so obvious
That people would never think it's us.
They think to themselves, much as you probably did, they're too stupid.
I'll be entirely honest. When you first walked into that tavern and I talked with you, I didn't necessarily think this was going to go well. My sister suggested that I try and escape without as much subtlety as I would have gone for. And it seems to have been effective. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry your group has been split up so much because of me.
It's fine. We're gonna rescue Lulu. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna perform. We're gonna show Bardance Knowles a thing or two about being a performer. And
Yeah,
you're
we are.
still welcome to join us for that performance if you want.
I suppose if I say that I'll be performing, my sister might pull some more strings. You could get a better stage and a better time.
Would you do that for us?
That would be amazing.
Elaine. Thank you.
Yes, I'll see what I can do while I'm in town before you get there. So you have to make it back alive.
Oh, no doubt.
And in one
We will.
piece with
We will.
performing abilities. Is Simon part of your band? No, you know he tried to kidnap, like he was
just a
But he was
misunderstanding.
misunderstood.
He didn't
Everyone
know he remembered
deserves-
the band.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
You say that like someone who's had one or two.
A few.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And after some time, you will arrive at the gates of the city. Once you're there, Elaine will be pretty comfortable with, a guard from the keep will arrive and basically kind of do a handoff at the gate. They will provide you with the rest of the money that you were going to be paid. You will be given, did any of you, I don't think any of you had, probably 2 healing potions each.
Cool.
Yes, perfect. Okay.
At her request. Like, at first they were going to do 1, and then Elaine just, gives them stink eye. And is like, you're going to give 2 regular healing potions. So when you roll those, it's 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Okay.
When you slug one of those down.
That was 2d4 plus 4.
How do I
Let
add
me
that
double
to
check
my
this
sheet?
one. Let's,
Do I click edit? Oh, no.
no,
So
all the
then-
ones that I see is 2d4 plus 2.
4 plus 4. Okay. 4 plus 2. It's down on the equipment part. Just hit the little plus.
I think the other one is 2d4 plus 4 for the next one.
Oh, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, there
yeah.
we go.
2, 4, 6.
Yep.
So there's just they're basic ones, but you've got more of them.
Okay.
And Elaine will wish you well. Again, thank you. I don't think I would have made it here on my own, and I don't think the documents would have made it here, Honora, if you had not brought them.
It
Yeah, for
sounds
sure.
like they were a bit of a target, but I'm happy to help. And sometimes splitting the band just means you end up with more material.
Good luck finding Lulu. I hope everything goes well, and we'll see you here when you get back.
Thank you.
I like that you used wit when. I feel like your confidence in us is increasing. That's a good sign.
It definitely is. After 10 or so days, it has truly increased.
From 0 to like a 3.
0 to some.
All right, guys.
Cool. Are
You
we gonna
ready?
get a rest somehow?
If you will ask to, you can definitely, you would have been able to take short rests. I imagine the horses were well trained enough that you could probably even have taken a short rest while riding. If you want to take a long rest, you would need to like ask for a place to stay, and they'll happily put you up. It's just how much time you want to give it.
If we long rest, I get my spells back and my healing hands back and my wings. So like I get a
It's
lot
of things to get back.
It's a lot of things. I get a lot of things back if I sleep, but we also need to get Lulu.
Well, it was only 4 hours to get there, so if you want, we can rest and go get Lulu. How far is Lulu from us now, Simon?
The caves we were in were between where you were and the town. They're probably closer to Serloon than they were to you. I would say
Perfect.
it'd be a couple of hours out from here.
Okay.
Do you want to rest, Simon? Are you tired?
I mean, yeah, you healed me up, but you also punched me really hard.
I'm really sorry about that.
It was a lot of punching.
I know.
Yeah.
But you were just so good. You were
bit my
just so
ankles
good at
once.
being a. I know, but you just were kidnapping her. I had to stop you. It was really hard though, so good job.
Thank
Good
you.
on you for that. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
I
You're welcome.
I'm good at holding things, and he like
You-
makes like a barrel.
yeah,
I'm like
you
I'm
were-
good at holding things.
I bet
You were
you're
great.
good at hugs.
You know, I've never thought
Can
about
I have a
that.
hug? Can I have a hug, Simon?
Yeah. And he'll like go up and hug you, and it's a hug. Like he squeezes. It's you know, it's someone who's used to having his arms around there.
Yes! Fits around my big wide armor. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, let's rest then, guys. Let's do that.
All right.
Full rest and then attack in the darkness. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
it's
so at
probably
this point, you
sun
would
up
be
at-
there at dawn. So if you wanted to, kind of by the time
We ride at dawn. Sorry, I've
you-
always
by the
wanted
time-
to
yeah,
say that.
By the time you woke up, waited for Honora, got back to the town,
Mhm.
it's probably morning now. So if you slept, you could ride out and be there around nightfall.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Rest.
Okay.
As we all know, the night is the best time for sneaking.
Yes.
Mhm.
And that way we just avoid rush hour. Those
Yeah.
horse stands can be a real.
Especially with the whole festival thing.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, all the carts and everything. Like, don't want any part of that.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So you slept at probably like they'll put you up in the guardhouse like around the tower and be like we got a nap space back here and like close the door.
Perfect.
Just like pile of like not a great mattress, but like a straw mattress. And then they'll house your horses and feed them and make sure that they're watered.
Yeah,
And,
Lyra just basically like collapsed out, just right out.
As you after you conk out, do all of you rest, or does any of you do anything else? Simon will probably go to sleep pretty soon.
Okay. I will.
I mean, I'm gonna rest a bit. I think Honora had a chance to rest before meeting up because she had to wait for the call on the Rocky Talkie. So she'll probably be up earlier than everybody else. Again, drinking under the table if anybody wants to join her.
Actually, especially after you waited, they would have been able to. When you got there, they were probably apologetic that they did not have a bassoon available.
Oh, damn.
But if you once you say that you're waiting, Honora, eventually you will get knock on the door or at the table, and someone just like is like,
Yeah.
I have the bassoon you were looking
Thank you so much. We really appreciate.
Put a bow on it. Put a bow on it and cover it in glitter and then give it to him.
That's true. So I assume we've arranged for some sort of currency transfer for the bassoon.
No.
Oh no, it's part of rescuing.
Yeah, we rescued. You're
Part of
giving
the
us the bassoon and you're paying us. Like, that's how that happened.
Right. So I will take a little bit of time to craft the bassoon to amp it up a bit since we do have that bag of glitter.
Yes.
You just
perfect.
put it in the bag of glitter and pull it out.
Roll it around.
Does it have that ability where you can just dip it in and it's like it has glue and everything and just glitters?
Yeah, you
things?
probably have to find some sort of adhesive for it.
Oh,
but that's not
that
that
would
hard.
magic.
I'm sorry, you don't have an amazing bag of unlimited
Just
glitter.
a regular bag of
Unlimited
glitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and.
So you covered in
Lamp
glitter. Anything else that you do to the bassoon?
Tie panties
Are
on
there
it.
other things?
Yeah. And can I attach like a little note? Can I get like a
Sure.
little thing? Okay.
Throwing him.
And
Simon's like,
okay.
Hey Tad, how did things go while I was delivering those documents?
I mean, aside from Lulu getting
Yeah, aside
kidnapped,
from the kidnapping, did everything else go okay?
you don't even know. It went great. But hang on. Can we all sign this card for Simon?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to write in strangely wonderful penmanship. Welcome to the band, Simon. Always follow your dreams. And then we'll do like a heart, and then we'll do Tad, and then do you guys want to sign it, or do you want me to sign it for you?
I can sign it.
Okay.
And
And then
Lyra
I'll-
just her like loopy signature.
Honora's is a little bit more awkward, but it's there, and she draws the little underwear on there.
Perfect.
Annie's, is that your logo at this point?
It's part
Yes.
of the logo.
Yeah.
All right, Ivy, you heard them.
Slim panties with that say right click.
Yep, exactly.
Oh my god,
Perfect.
you have no idea how badly I want to get custom underwear.
Yes.
In the merch store.
All of us a pair of custom panties with the word right click
That's when you
in
know you're
glitter
really made it as a band.
on the butt. Perfect. So how do you present this to him? You have this glittered bassoon. You have
I
a
imagine by this
message.
point we are covered in glitter and we're just maybe sitting by his bed creepily waiting for him to wake up, like holding this bassoon, just like eagerly ready.
Oh my god, what are you all doing? And he like reaches for something.
You have really good survival instincts.
Yes,
Keep those.
great job, Simon. But look what we have for you. It's a bassoon
Is it
named
Chloe?
no G something with a G.
Goober.
Gherkin.
Gherkin! It is your bassoon named Gherkin! Simon and Gherkin!
Is it covered in glitter?
Yeah.
That's what makes it fabulous.
Don't you love it?
It's just
Is it- could you
shedding
help?
glitter.
Do we need to put more glitter on it? Can you
No,
help me?
no.
It needs more glitter.
Do you have a bag for this? It's gonna be real not subtle.
Perfect.
And yes, we can carry it with our instruments if you would like.
Yes.
Okay, are we bringing those with us to the caves?
Yeah, absolutely. You never know when you're going to need to blow on your gherkin.
We're on tour. It's what you do.
Thanks, Phoebe.
Sorry.
It's the blood and glitter tour after all.
Yeah, it is the Blood and
That's
Glitter
glitter.
Tour.
Let's go find the blood.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. You pack up your gear. Get all the, there's just glitter left in this guardhouse tower. You get on your horses and you begin the ride out. And he'll lead you back. Kind of takes a little bit of a, like, there's some twists and some turns. And eventually you arrive. You find yourself back in the woods. And it's darker now. The sun is setting. The trees kind of seem a little bit more menacing maybe than they were before. It's early spring, so it is still green, but that green kind of fades to that really dark color at night. And the stars start popping out as the sun dips below the horizon. And he'll lead you kind of through, you leave the path pretty quickly. And eventually you find yourself in front of kind of a cliff face as the ground sort of steepens up, and then there's a cliff face, and he sort of he dismounts his horse and ties it up, and then gestures over to what you see is a fairly small opening into the side of the cliff face. I guess it's not like completely sheer; it kind of slopes up slightly, and tucked behind a boulder. And he gestures sort of quietly and silently. That's the entrance.
Is there a back entrance?
Not that we found. It's
Okay.
Our camp wasn't in the main. We had went slightly farther in and set up camp. We were waiting for you to get closer. We've been monitoring the woods and the roads for a while.
All right, well, why don't I sneak in and do a little reconnaissance and let you guys know what the situation is?
Or Simon could just tell us.
I have, guys.
I don't know if they put more traps or alarms or changed anything since there. It's been like 16 hours.
Since I rested, I suddenly feel a little bit stronger, and I have a new spell that might be helpful.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and concentrate on Lulu's clothes, her acid burned clothing. I cast Locate Object.
Locate object. Okay. Describe an object that's familiar to you. Sense the direction the object is within 1,000 feet. Okay. So as you sort of close your eyes, and sort of focus on it, you picture these stylish clothing, a crop top that doesn't look like it started that way. It looks like the acid was burnt off of it. And you don't get like the path, but you get a very clear sort of sense that it is in front of you and then below. So it's sort of straight and down. And you also get the sense that it is in motion, but the exact direction that it is moving in seems to be shifting, because I sort of imagine the spell as it gives you like a compass rose kind of point on it, and so you're seeing like it's twisting and turning, and it's like suddenly facing this way, and then it's moving this direction, almost as if it is in some sort of network of tunnels that are not in a straight line.
And I will convey that to everybody.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Simon, what if you tie me up and take me in there as a prisoner? And then, of course, you let us out.
I also liked Honora's idea about like looking at what was going on inside too.
Yeah, that's a good idea, but after we look, you should still take one of us in. That way, they'll take us directly to her. And then...
Sure, we can do that. They're probably dumb enough to fall for it.
Yeah, I could also try doing a silent image around one of us. I mean, it'd be taking a lot of concentration to maybe look like Elaine unconscious.
Oh, that's a great idea. Maybe we should save that for the way out, though. Do you guys think we can sneak out, or do you think we're going to kill everyone? Simon, what do you want?
We're gonna kill everyone.
I mean, you're planning on stealing all of their money. They're not
Oh,
going
yeah.
to part with that.
Okay, we're going to have to kill everyone. Okay.
We haven't done very well with witnesses thus far, so...
Yeah, that's true. All right. We'll wait here. You sneak in.
Yep. And I'm going to keep Locate Object up for as long as I can.
Okay.
Holy.
Oh, nice.
It's night.
Honora disappears.
It's my game.
Where the hell did Honora go? Did she run off again?
I love her. She's so good at stealth.
Yeah, she is.
As you silently slip into the entrance of the cave, do halflings have dark vision? I think they do.
I can cast it, yeah. I have that ability with the shadow arts.
Yes, that's right. I think you have it as a halfling.
Okay.
I think so too. I'll look real quick.
So you peer into the darkness and kind of like blink a few times as the light shifts and changes, and you look around you. The entrance to the cave it goes in for a while. It is sort of a long, sort of narrow entrance, and eventually it widens up. It's not really big enough for horses. Sorry. It is just large enough for horses. They would be riding like single file. Go ahead and give me a perception and or survival. We'll give you slightly different information.
Not go well.
So perception-wise, you don't hear. Okay.
Look, I am being very sneaky.
You are
A
silent.
lot of concentration, and Nora's like just thinking so stealthy that her brain is almost empty.
Okay. Actually, let's do it this way. So halflings don't have dark vision, but you do have that, I think, as a spell that you can cast. So if you want to spend the key points for it, you can. If not, you can bring a torch or something in with you for light. It'll just make you less stealthy.
I will use the key points. Maybe I can get in deeper.
Okay. I think to key point casting is 2.
Yeah.
And
that's saved for the scene, so I can just.
yeah. So I think for these ones, they're just. So until you try and cast another spell, it'll pretty much persist.
Great.
That's
So
normally,
that seems like a good investment.
how
I
it
will
works.
say that I did take a little handful of glitter, and I am marking my path because it's conveyed that that it was a winding path. So in case there are sort of bends, just a little bit, you wouldn't really know to look for it in the dark, but it's there.
It'll reflect the light nicely. It'll look almost like quartz in the rock.
They should do this more often.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 2 key points to cast Darkness, Dark Vision, Pass Without a Trace, or Silence. And you gain the Minor Illusion cantrip. I think
Dark Vision, I
that's-
just looked it up. It lasts 8 hours.
Yeah, okay. And it's not concentration. So you're good for a while. So as you peer in, re-roll your perception.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that you went in first and you're like, it's dark. Oh!
Much better.
See,
I
have unblanked my mind.
go ahead and give me another survival as well. And 20 on a
Hey.
survival. So you sneak
Oh,
in.
right. Sneaking isn't everything.
You are entirely silent. And so the first part, you don't really see anything. You're kind of just running your fingers along the wall. Like, it's narrow, it's rough rock. This looks like a pretty natural cave formation. But that's kind of all you got until you partway through realize that maybe you need to see a little bit more. And as you pop on the dark vision, everything around you kind of comes into focus and clarity. It's almost like looking at everything's a little bit black and white, but you can kind of make out shapes and just not colors. As far as you can tell, you would guess with a 20 in survival that this is a natural sort of water formation in the rock. Like, water has dripped down through here, through the rocks, and dissolved it over time. You don't, and that to you would also mean like it's going to be uneven. Like, this isn't a structure that someone built, so it's going to have some unpredictable paths going in and out. As you look around, you can see some evidence, and kind of the ground is damp. There's a little bit of mud kind of on it. You would know that you're probably leaving some footprints, but you can see in there that there have been horseshoe footprints. Like, it's wide enough that horses could get through. They clearly led the mounts that they rode in and out on in here. You, as you go a little bit deeper in, you come across a couple of forks. How far in do you want to go? Are you trying to find their camp? Or are you going to?
Yeah, I want to find their camp, and I will make the effort to try to keep my footprints inside existing footprints where possible, or hoofprints, just to help. Because I've got the glitter to help me track my path.
You're also pretty small and light, so you will definitely have an advantage. You will be able to kind of blend in your travel in with the footsteps that are already there. And as you go in,
are there footprints in all different directions on the forks, or are there?
So you eventually you go through kind of the narrow parts. It widens up and you reach a fork. At that point, you would be able to tell that there's sort of one direction that the horse prints go in. And I'll still keep your 20 in survival. There's also some sets of other muddied footprints that don't look. They look humanoid, but you can't quite identify exactly what they are, unless you want to take a little bit more time to just off the bat, you're like, I don't know. There's footprints that don't belong to people who are riding the horses.
Okay. And I don't hear any sound coming from either direction.
Not currently, no.
Okay. I will follow the footprints, not the hoof prints.
Okay. As you keep heading down here, go ahead and give me another perception for hearing noises.
Okay.
The 17. You remain stealthy and quiet. There's a slight squelch of your feet on the mud. The mud, it's all just, everything here feels pretty damp. And up ahead, you hear some sounds of like grumbling or like talking.
Okay.
Not like, but like.
I was like, oh god.
But it's quiet. It's almost like they don't necessarily want to be overheard, and they definitely sound like they're coming towards you.
Okay. Is there a place to sort of blend into the wall, like a stalactite or something I can hide behind?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me another stealth. Yeah. To blend yourself in with the wall.
Oh, that's good. Do I have any?
It's not great.
Looking for any particular skills, but that would burn key again. So they're coming toward me, and it doesn't seem like I can find any place to hide. So I'm gonna start sidling back out.
Okay.
But try to keep a constant pace with them. So
Okay.
maybe I can overhear. Maybe I can gather some info and tell while I'm sneaking back out.
Okay. What languages do you speak?
I speak Draconic and Halfling. Common.
Double check something. I think this is a separate language.
Okay, so they're just babbling. That's
Yes.
great.
Okay, so you hear I would say though, if you would like to try and recognize it, you can give me a survival.
Well, it doesn't hurt.
Or a knowledge history? I'll take
Better at survival.
you listen to it and like you've heard this language before. You don't know what they're saying, but you know it's goblin.
Oh, that's not who we're looking for. Yeah, backing the hell out.
As you back up, you just hear like you get the impression that there's at least 3 or 4 of them that are just disagreeing with each other, but they're trying to like, one of them will get louder and then one of them will shush them. And then one of them will get louder and then one of them will shush them, but they don't seem to be walking super quickly.
Right.
So you're able to keep pace and back out. You get all the way up to that fork. Do you want to go in the direction that the hoof prints went, or do you want to go back out to the outside?
I think I will go back out, because now I know where our friends went was probably the hoof print side. There's goblins. I don't really want to deal with that alone. So I will continue scooting my ass back out of the cavern.
Okay. At this point, you end up probably just surprising them again. Like you just sort of sneak all the way back out. The goblins, as far as you can tell, they head in the direction down the path with the hooves.
Okay, that's important. So I come back and there's goblins, and I think they're headed for Lulu.
Anora just appears.
Hoka, where'd you come from? There's goblins?
Goblins headed
Simon.
for Lulu. It's the. I assume it's the right fork. We went for the left fork, and now it's the right.
Yeah,
fork.
the right fork.
Click always.
The right click, right
Man.
fork.
Right
That
click.
makes perfect sense.
Simon, he didn't tell us there were goblins.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Simon.
Well, it's caves. There's always goblins. We kicked some goblins out.
Wait.
We're not happy about that.
That's wonderful. Can we use that?
Well,
Yeah,
sure.
Can we offer them some shinies?
You want to talk to goblins? Why don't you just stab them?
Hey, shinies! We have a bag full of glitter. Get some rocks.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Rocks and tree sap, quick.
So great. We forage.
Wait, what? You're trying
Trust
to
us.
give them rocks that are shiny?
Yes.
We like shiny things. It is a known fact.
What?
This
I
is
don't-
essentially our first right click merch, guys.
Yep.
Wait,
So-
is this somehow like? How is it? What about? Is this a thing that you do when you're not killing people? I don't understand not being a mercenary.
You will, Simon. You will.
Who said we weren't mercenaries? We just make friends while we kill people.
Yeah.
It's like
Simon tries to take some
Yeah,
water
like-
as you say that and drops it all over himself. What? So you make friends and then kill them? And he looks at.
They're two parallel tracks. So
Yeah.
one helps the other.
yeah,
Exactly.
we get the goblins to go and attack the other guys, start killing them, and then
And this
You
is
know,
all conversation we're having while sticking tree sap on rocks and dipping them in the dragon hole.
Yeah.
yes,
I think that's a really good idea.
yeah.
Also, I mean, how much easier would our job be if the goblins went in and like started fighting?
Wait, you want them to fight each other?
Yeah, I do.
The goblins to fight the other mercenaries in there who have Lulu.
And Lulu
Mhm.
will just breathe acid
And
on
then-
them. Everything is going to be great.
And then when everything's on fire, we sneak in, we get Lulu, we steal everything, and then we come out. It's a great plan. Foolproof.
Yeah, and here's the thing too. Lyra's gonna try to collect some of the tree sap like in a little like bit of leather or something. And, like,
Mhm.
we'll tell them that we're gonna, if they rescue the dragon, get her to us alive, we will enchant their weapons with the magical sparklies.
I mean, yes, that and also just dragons have gold. So let's
Yes.
just tell them that wait, does anybody speak goblin?
I don't remember.
Goblins do, you would know. Goblins also speak common. It's just.
Oh, perfect.
You would assume they were
Perfect.
speaking goblin to each other because they were goblins. Like,
Okay.
they would likely, unless they're particularly unintelligent ones, at least have some basic understanding of common.
We can tell them that she is our queen dragon. And
Yes.
if they rescue her, we will give them her pile of gold. Some of her gold. Some of her gold. Very little. Like a very
She'll spare some of her hoard for them.
I mean,
yes. What do you think, Simon?
I think this plan is maybe crazy enough to work.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
you're getting it.
Okay, and he like starts gathering some rocks.
Oh,
And he like
yeah!
finds a kind of big one, and he's like, "Is this a good one?
That's a great rock.
Like, what sort of shape do we want?"
I mean, they probably want coinish shape, like some more roundy, but
Roundy, but at
Yeah.
the same time, rough edges look like facets, so we'll also take that.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay. This plan is foolproof.
this is awesome.
So we're walking in to the caves with handfuls of sparkly rock.
Yes, to offer shinies to the goblins to help save our dragon queen.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Let's do this.
Can you just like give me some concept of how many rocks you end up, like how long do you spend covering rocks?
Not that
over?
long.
Yeah, and
Like
maybe-
a handful, just to
5
give them a
minutes.
taste.
yeah.
Okay, so you
Just to
mostly
show
you
them.
So enough
have,
for like that.
you
yeah.
all have like a
Yeah.
sort of a handful. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I don't. I don't.
Ted has one.
No, none.
None.
No, I need my hands free.
Yeah,
Need my hands free.
I think Tad and Simon need to have their hands free.
We just need to show them what's possible.
Yeah.
Now, do we want? I can sneak up ahead and try to get their attention to offer them the rock, or we could just all go in as a big old group and hope we get to them before the battle starts.
I don't want to send you in alone.
Yeah, I think we need to stick together now that we know what's going on.
Okay,
Okay.
agree.
So you
This is such a bad idea, but I love it.
do
Let's
you
go.
leave the horses
Great.
outside or you take the horses with you?
God, no. Leave them.
No,
Can we
no.
hide them? Can we hide them
Yeah.
outside
Yeah.
for a retreat? Okay.
So you tie up. I was like, why is there stuff on my shirt? That's right, Lauren. You tie up the horses outside. You leave them, and you enter the cave. There's the sound of water, the drips, the slight squelch of your feet. There's the dunk, dunk, dunk of Tad. And also Simon. He is not a small, delicate person who can be quiet easily. And the jingle of rocks in your pockets. You reach the fork, and you kind of, if you look around, you can see them. You probably have torches at this point. You can fairly distinctly see these smaller set of prints sort of now mingling in with the horse hooves, and sort of larger, more human-sized feet. And those seem to continue down what is a wider tunnel than the one that you entered in. And you continue as you go forward. Everybody give me a perception.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Simon heard fuck all. Great. Lyra and Honora and Simon, who I want to point out, Simon rolled a 3, so...
That was like the only number that could really be lower than those other 2 perception rolls.
Yeah. However, thankfully, you have danger sense. Oh, that's specifically for when you're dodging away from danger. No arrows are flying at you, so you're not making a save. Unfortunately, you don't get advantage on your perception check. And so Honora and Lyra, you aren't really listening. However, Tad, you would hear some sound up ahead. Are you in the lead?
Yeah.
Okay. I would presume with your 14.
Okay.
You're kind of taking the front. It takes a moment because you have to listen over the sound of your own armor, but you hear the sound of voices again, like this kind of the way Honora probably described the goblins as talking. And there's a lot more of like sort of laughing, almost gleeful sort of sounds coming.
Oh, that's not good.
From further down the cave.
I would like to, I'm sorry. I would like to, okay. Hold on 1 second. I need to make some decisions. I would like to do my best impersonation of a goblin right now. It's going to be atrocious, but I want to do that. And I want to do the laughing as well. And then I want to...
Okay, and then you want to...
call out to them a little bit and be like, oh God.
What language is...
I'm just going to do it in common because I don't know what the fuck to do.
Okay.
So, and I don't speak goblin.
Okay.
So,
So what do you want to yell to them in common?
oh God. Let me see here.
Because I'm gonna get you to roll a performance for this.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna try to do my best.
Was it the 16 or the 14? Because you didn't.
Oh, those were for me trying to make a decision on
okay,
what I was
cool.
gonna do. That's just for me. Okay. There's my performance. Oh, it's gonna be terrible. Get ready.
11.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of do that like laugh, that little goblin laugh, and then I'm gonna be like, "Goblins, we got shinies." That's it.
That's solid.
Yes.
And I will proffer the shinies.
Tad is yelling down the cave. At this point, you don't see this. Actually, I want to double check something. Yeah. You don't, there's no light or anything coming from the other end of the cave. It's just further down, kind of around like a sort of slight bend. As Tad just yells out, "Goblins, we've got shinies," and like you hold up these sparkly rocks, there's silence up ahead. And then there's the sound of like some pattering and some squelching, and then silence.
We can help you with the humans who took over your cave.
We seek an alliance. We shall give you shinies.
Alliance, shinies.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh my God. Yes.
19 is much better than an 11. Lyra, you as well. You were talking to
okay.
them. You were 16.
With a +8.
I want to mimic goblins in
I like to point out a +0 and a +8.
+8. Yeah, the +0 did better.
I want to mimic the goblins in their movement just to put them more at ease once they see us.
Okay.
Shiny!
What shinies do you have?
I proffer them. I
Come
goblin
closer.
up- I goblin up and show them the rocks I am holding.
You round the corner as you sort of enter into what is the larger cavern with your dark vision. You see several things. As you look around, there are about 7 goblins. Most of them look like kind of smaller, and there's one that seems to be like, I'm a bigger goblin. And he appears to be the one that's talking to you right now. And he steps forward and is like the one who asked, like, what shinies do you have? You see 2 tunnels leading out from this cave. And you notice there are a couple of horses still in this area. There are 2 of them that appear to be tied up. They look very, very uncomfortable. Like they are, and then a couple of the goblins are like hanging off of them and being like, there is like some glowing embers of a fire. There are some other materials and supplies sort of hastily scattered around, but you don't see any other people. You get an impression that this area was hastily packed up and left. You also do notice there is a slight pile of glitter and at least 1 pair of underwear just like hanging off of a rope.
Lulu.
The goblin, as you sort of lope forward in a very goblin-esque way, like,
Hey man, if
lopes
they want
forward
underwear, we
as
got
well.
a bag of holding of that.
Yeah, we do.
You look around, one of the other goblins is wearing a pair of underwear on her head.
Yes.
Shinies and
Panties.
Yes.
Shinies and panties to help us.
Goblin like reaches out, grabs one of the rocks.
I don't like the taste of this shiny.
You don't eat it.
What do you
Not
do
for
with it then?
You beat people with it. And then they're covered in the glitter. See? And then I'm gonna take a rock, okay, and I'm gonna shove it along my face, and I'm gonna be sparkly. And then I go, see? Shiny.
I think that's where we're gonna pause for a break. Like, yeah, no, that's a
we're
solid.
explaining glitter exfoliation to goblins.
We're making the glitter
Clenching so hard right now.
We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna read the donations that came through in the first half. Really glad I got to be actually use the goblin voice. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching the first half. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we will be back for the second half of Right Click after I decide how the goblins are gonna react to this. First, we are going to
Reads the donations. The first one. Would you like me to read them in this voice?
Yes.
Yes!
The first one that came in was from Lillian_TW. Thanks for the music. Seems fitting that it debuted with Right Click. Awesome all around.
thank you for the
Thank you,
1337 donation.
Thank you.
Yay, thank you so much.
The next one is from Gregory_Gherkin. $5.
I heard you had a bassoon player that was looking for a bandmate. I play the banjo and wanted to make my career singing songs and traveling the wide world. Please give your friend my name and let him know I'm interested.
Next is from Void Smoker with $50.
Not sure about Simon and his bassoon skills, but we'll see what the audience reaction is.
I don't know about his bassoon skills either.
I believe.
And then
We believe in him.
Danunin Kunte, Knut, not Kunte.
Dunin Newt.
Dunin Newt, thank you. I think I've said this one wrong at least once. has a blank message. What did they mean to send?
I have no idea. Doing it.
They're very proud of
Hug
us.
a barrel.
Hug a barrel. Thank you. And finally, Evelyn Rivka with $50. What? I missed the beginning. Also, hi, how much love to you. I need more awesome women-led media in my life right now. Well, we're here to provide. Oh, and then I have another one, which is also from Evelyn Rivka with $25. Lauren, why does your goblin remind me of either Labyrinth or the Dark Crystal? Also, shinies and panties are now the universal currency.
Skeksis!
Yeah, because
Skeksis!
because I decided, I was like, what would goblins sound like? And I'm like, I think the answer is a not nice version of Yoda.
Oh,
Yeah, or-
yes! Goblins we be.
Also, they make this gesture all the time.
Yeah.
More.
I like it.
In all of my games, kobolds sound like minions from Despicable Me.
Oh.
That's cute.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all of your donations through the first half. Thank you for watching. We will take a quick break to refresh ourselves and get water and stretch. You should do all of those things. In the meantime, enjoy some fan art with some fan art music, and also maybe consider checking out our Patreon while you're at it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon. We'll see you in a few. Don't go anywhere, except 2.